Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I think we're going to be doing a little bit of lighting on old Black Fatty there. But before we do, let's have a look at a rider bike. This is Terrible Tim's lowrider that he sent in. Looks to be a 2018 or an earlier M8 lowrider. It's got a lot of stuff done to this. We got a detachable windshield with bags on it. We got custom grips, mirrors. This has footboards, custom passenger pegs. He's got the remote rear suspension reservoir, S&S teardrop air cleaner and pipes, saddlebags, lay down license plates, sissy bars. Looks like a custom seat on here. There's lots of stuff on this bike, and I'm sure I missed some stuff. So sorry, Tim, if I did. But anyway, thanks for sending that in. If anybody else wants to see their bike in a video, my email address is in the description below. Send me a pic and we'll get her up there. So I'll thank Big Bad Bobby B, or B Squared as we call him around here. He sent me a video on our little clip of his bike on Instagram, and he had the LEDs in his front and rear. And I thought, it looks pretty good. And he had said, well, I actually got them off Amazon because they're a hell of a lot cheaper. Which, yes, I actually did get these off Amazon. They were roughly, for these, and of course, some smoked lenses, was probably about $100 Canadian. If I looked at it going through Harley, I'd be looking at probably a little over $400 Canadian for them. So we'll see how they work. They look to be fairly decent quality. Soldering looks good. And they're pretty much the same as what you would get from Harley. You're going to get the end to plug in, the wires soldered onto your LED. Now, these are also what you would call 1157 ends. It's got the two contacts there. That's basically what you're going to need for the front. And the good thing about this install is that it should be relatively easy, and you should only need a flathead screwdriver to get the job done. Okay, now one more disclaimer before I start, and that is the ass end of the Fatboy, depending on where you live, is going to be different. So, for example, if you buy a Fatboy in Canada, you're going to get a back end that looks like this, and you'll notice the license plate holder is right off the fender, and you have a lone brake light there. If you buy this bike in some place, I believe like the US, your license plate holder is going to be off to the side, and you won't have that brake light. That is because the brake lights are integrated into your rear tail lights. Why that is most likely due to regulations here in Canada. Apparently we're too stupid to understand that, brake lights can also be in your tail lights. I don't know. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I'm not sure if those rear lights, if you put in the LEDs, if they're actually going to have this 1157 two contact end. It's possible it might be an 1156, which I believe is just the single end. I'm not totally sure on that. Now, if you bought the lights through Harley, there shouldn't be an issue. But if you are buying from an aftermarket place or somewhere like an Amazon, like an eBay, make sure that you know which type end you need on your rear end, depending on how it works, what it looks like, whether you have those integrated lights or not. Okay, so here we are, and as you can see, there is a little slot right here on the side, and that is what we are going to use to get our little screwdriver in here, and we are going to gently now pry this out. There we go. That came out real easy, actually. Okay, so here's our bulb. It should be just an 1157, and it should be a matter of just push in and twist. Ta-da! You can see it's got a little bit of the electrical contact slime on there, and we're going to put a little bit of that on our LED as well. But basically, in, counterclockwise, and out. Okay, so as you can see, we got a little bit of the contact grease on there, and it's just going to be a matter of in, and we're going to go clockwise with it, once we get it lined up, of course. There we go. That just goes in like that, and that is just going to fit in there. Now, of course, we are also going to have to put in our lens caps just to hold her in. Okay, now we are going to put our lens cap in, and we're going to keep that little slot to the outside if we can, the same as the last one. Same as it came out. And there we go. She is in. Ta-da! And now we are going to do the exact same with this guy on the rear. Gently pry it out. They pop out pretty easy. And it is going to be the exact same with this, in counterclockwise. And there we go. And that 1157, geez, they put a lot of grease on these bad boys. Okay, and as before, got a little bit of grease on there, and it's going to be in and clockwise to get them in. There we go. Just like that, and then we're just going to need the lens cap to hold her in place. Okay, and we'll try and get that in with the slot to the outside again. If this doesn't want to pop out again, which it likes to do. And I believe we are on. Okay, we got them on both sides here. I will say that they were a little bit more of a pain in the ass than I thought they were going to be. And the reason for that is just that the wiring coming off the back of the LEDs could have probably been probably about an inch shorter. So putting them in, they just wanted to pop right back out again. So it was hard to kind of keep them in place and put the lenses on at the same time. So I did do a few takes actually trying to get those lenses on. But now it is the big test. Let's see if they actually work. All right, we got the ones in the front working, and we got the ones at the back. Let's see if let's just test out the old signals now. Left's looking good. Good there, and let's try the next one. And it looks like we got some working ones there. How about the back? No, looks like they're working. Well, that's it. That's all for today, folks. Looks like they're working just fine. We'll see how they go when I finally get a chance to actually ride this machine, which God knows when that's going to be. But that's it for today, folks. You guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll catch you in the next one.